What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the absolute long form script for this video. This video is going to introduce you to the Spyro world. You're going to enjoy it in this video, so I recommend that you get a snack, a drink, and just hear the long story of Spyro, because this video is going to be pretty long and I'm going to be telling you the details of Spyro. Let's start. For the introduction, who is Spyro? In 1998, a video game company named Insomniac Games created a small purple dragon named Spyro. He was not like big, scary, slow dragons from old stories. Spyro was young, fast, a little cocky, and very brave. He could run fast, breathe fire, and glide through the air. Spyro's history is divided into 4 different eras. Each era tells us a brand new story about his adventures. Part 1, the original era, or the classic games. Act 1, I'm going to split it into different parts and different acts. The first act is Spyro the Dragon saving the Dragon Realms. Spyro lives in the Dragon Realms. This beautiful world is split into 5 different dragon families: the artisans or artists, the peacekeepers, soldiers, the magic crafters or the wizards, the beast makers or the swamp builders, and the dream weavers, dream protectors. The problem: an ugly creature named Nasty Nork hates the dragons. Yes, man, he's pretty funny, let me be honest with you. Now just keep in mind, I wrote this text by my own, and I'm not only going to talk with you. Normally I'm going to read every single detail I wrote about this huge story. The problem is that the ugly creature named Nasty Nork hates the dragons. One day, 2 old dragons call Nasty ugly and harmless on TV. Nasty gets super angry. He casts a giant spell over the world. The spell turns every adult dragon into a hard green crystal statue. The hero, which is Spyro, or the hero. Because Spyro is small, the magic wave flies right over his head. He is the only dragon left. The mission: Spyro travels with his best friend Sparks the dragonfly. Sparks protects Spyro and glows to show his health. Together they smash 80 crystal statues to free the adult dragons, collect stolen dragon eggs, and gather piles of gems. The end: Spyro goes to Nasty's industrial world, chases him down, and burns him into ash, saving the realms. This is what we actually saw in Spyro 1, the first game in Spyro. Act 2, Ripto's Rage, the battle for Avalar. After saving his home, it starts raining every day. Spyro wants a sunny vacation, so he jumps into a portal to go to a beach called Dragon Shores. The portal breaks. Spyro lands in a new world called Avalar. A fawn girl named Laura, a fast cheetah named Hunter, and a small mole named the Professor meant the Professor. He built a portal to summon a dragon because they need help. The villain: the Professor's portal accidentally brought in Ripto, a mean short dinosaur wizard who hates dragons. Ripto and his 2 big monsters, Crush and Gulp, took over Avalar. The greedy bear. To stop Ripto, Spyro must collect magic talismans and orbs. Along the way, a greedy bear named Moneybags. He always wants gems. Just if you don't know who is Moneybags always just takes all the gems from Spyro, and he forces Spyro to pay him thousands of gems just to open paths, lower bridges, or teach Spyro how to swim and climb. He's a total Like, I just don't know what to say about this. He's so greedy and he always wants gems. For the end of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, Spyro defeats Crush and Gulp. Then he fights Ripto inside a crumbling palace. The professor drops a superpowered orb into the fight. Spyro uses it to fly a spaceship and a mechanical bird, blasting Ripto into hot lava. Now for Act 3, Year of the Dragon, Stolen Eggs. Every 12 years the dragons celebrate the Year of the Dragon. A magic fairy brings a basket of 150 new dragon eggs to the realm. The theft. During the party, a rabbit girl named Bianca leads an army of mole monsters called Rhinox. They dig holes under the ground, steal all 150 eggs, and run away to the Forgotten Worlds. The evil plan. The leader of the villains is the sorceress, an evil lizard queen. She wants to cut off the wings of the baby dragons to make a magic potion that lets her live forever. Bianca is her student. New friends Spyro and Hunter follow them. Spyro pays money bags to free 4 trapped heroes who help him fight. Sheila, a kangaroo who jumps super high. SGT Bird, a penguin with a jetpack and rocket launchers. Bentley, a giant, polite yeti with a big ice club. Agent 9, a crazy space monkey with a laser gun. The twist, Bianca finds out that the sorceress wants to kill the baby dragons. She realizes that this is evil, leaves the sorceress and joins Spyro's team. She also falls in love with Hunter. The end, Spyro fights the sorceress over a lake of boiling acid. He wins, rescues all 150 baby dragons, and brings them home safe. Okay, so let's continue. Part 2. The Legend of Spyro, the Dark Reboot. This is the Legend of Spyro. Now, in 2006, the story was restarted with a darker, more serious movie-like style. Here, Spyro is a legendary purple dragon born only once every 1,000 years to save the universe. Act 1. A New Beginning. The attack. Evil monsters attack the dragon temple to destroy the special purple dragon egg. The leader of the temple, a red dragon named Ignitus, saves the egg by letting it float down a river. Raised by bugs, a family of dragonflies finds the egg. Spyro grows up thinking he's a dragonfly alongside his bug brother Sparks. When Spyro suddenly breathes fire during a monster attack, his parents tell him he's adopted the Dark Dragon. Spyro finds Ignitus and rescues 3 other elemental dragon guardians. They are fighting Cinder, a giant scary female black dragon. Cinder was stolen as an egg and brainwashed by an evil spirit called the Dark Master. The cure. Spyro uses a special cosmic power to defeat Cinder. The evil magic leaves her body and she shrinks back into a normal, innocent young dragon. Spyro saves her as the enemy base explodes. Act 2. The Eternal Night. The Eternal Night. The Eclipse. Cinder feels terrible about the bad things she did while brainwashed, so she runs away. Suddenly, a permanent solar eclipse turns the sky dark. An army of evil apes attacks the temple. The Dream Guide, an ancient dragon named the Chronicler, talks to Spyro in his dreams. He warns that the Ape King Goal is trying to bring back the Dark Master at the Well of Souls. Dark Spyro finds Goal, but the Dragon Eclipse. But the Dark Eclipse strikes Spyro with bad energy. He turns into Dark Spyro, a scary evil version of himself, and destroys Goal. To survive the collapsing mountain, Spyro uses his magic to freeze himself, Sparks, and Cinder inside a time crystal to keep them safe. Act 3. Dawn of the Dragon. 3 years later, enemy soldiers break the crystal. Spyro and Cinder wake up, but they are wearing a magical green collar on their necks. They are physically chained together by magic and cannot separate. The final boss. Dark Master escapes. His name is Malefer, and he was the very first purple dragon who turned evil long ago. He creates a dragon magma monster called the Destroyer to rip the planet apart. The loss. While trying to reach Malefer, Ignitus uses his body to block a wall of fire to save Spyro and Cinder. Ignitus dies in the flames. Spyro almost goes crazy with sadness, but Cinder helps him calm down. Saving the Earth. They fight Malefer in the center of the Earth. Ancient spirits pull Malefer into the core, stealing him away forever. With the planet breaking into pieces, Spyro uses all his pure magic to pull the world back together. Spyro and Cinder survive and fly together into the clouds as heroes. We've finished part 2, guys. Let's jump on to part 3. The Skylanders era, or the team leader. In 2011, Spyro joined a new world made of thousands of islands floating in the sky called Skylands. Now for part 3. In 2011, Spyro joined a new world made of thousands of islands floating in the sky called Skylands. Now, an old wizard named Mastrion recruited Spyro to join the Skylanders, a team of elemental superheroes who protect the world. Spyro is the famous leader of the magic element, the spell. An evil short wizard named Chaos. Chaos. I always don't know how to call him perfectly. Chaos. Okay. An evil short wizard named Chaos destroys the core of light, a machine that keeps away the darkness. The explosion shrinks the Skylanders, turns them into plastic statues, and blasts them to planet Earth. A portal master. On Earth, the human player acts as a portal master. When you put the plastic toy onto a special glowing device called the Portal of Power, Spyro grows back to normal size inside the game. Spyro spends many games leading his friends to defeat Chaos and protect the floating island. Now for the final part 4, the modern era, Spyro: A Realm Beyond. Spyro: A Realm Beyond is a game made using Unreal Engine 5. It continues the story of the original classic games. Lost and alone. While exploring his home, a strange cosmic portal opens up and sucks Spyro inside. The portal instantly breaks behind him. Spyro is completely stranded and alone in a beautiful giant alien dimension, the Scavs Invasion. Spyro wants to find a way home, but a group of bad, high-tech thieves called the Scavs invade this new world. They are destroying the nature and stealing all the resources. No backup. For the first time, Spyro does not have his old friends or the other dragons to help him. He must become a lone hero, make brand new alliances with the friendly creatures who live in this alien world and save them from the scavs before they can look for a way back to the Dragon Realms. True Flight. The coolest part of this story is that Spyro has grown up enough to unlock true dragon flight. He is no longer trapped by short jumps or simple glides. He can run on the ground and seamlessly fly straight up into the sky forever. He can fly through trees, dive off mountains to gain super speed, and explore massive open maps with zero limits. Fun facts: the game features the original voice actor Tom Kenny, so Spyro sounds exactly like he did in the 90s. The game is made for all platforms, including the Nintendo Switch 2, and the game is going to launch on the PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox on PC, or the Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Cloud. I'm not going to talk about Xbox Cloud. We have Steam. Yes, okay. The best part is that the future of Spyro is going to be on PC, and that's going to be in another video. Not only Spyro, but Spyro and Crash together. Conclusion: the ultimate hero. Spyro started as a tiny dragon saving his elders from green crystal. He grew into legendary savior who fixed the broken planet, led a massive superhero team, and learned how to truly rule the skies in a brand new world. He proves that no matter how small you are, you can do big things. Now here's the complete commercial success and sales breakdown for every major game and era in Spyro the Dragon franchise, formatted perfectly to integrate directly into this video script. Spyro the Dragon, the commercial history and sales numbers. Now, first, Spyro the Dragon, which was launched on 1998, sold about 5+ million units. Massive hit established Spyro as a PlayStation mascot alongside Crash Bandicoot. The second game is Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, which was launched in 1999 and had about 3.45 million units. Great success, universally praised for expanding gameplay and adding minigames. The third game is Spyro Year of the Dragon, who sold about 3.28 million units. Strong sales marked the peak and final entry of the original Insomniac Games era. Spyro Entered the Dragonfly 2002, 1 million units, critical failure, and was all glitches and long load times hurting brand, so this game was a complete failure. Spyro A Hero's Tale, about 500,000 only, which makes this game the least selling game in Spyro's history. Moderate sales tried to fix previous mistakes, but failed to recapture the magic. And just keep in mind, this was the last Spyro game I knew. No, the last one was GBA and DS handheld games. Like, we had different games actually, GBA and DS handheld games for Spyro. All of them combined, they were a complete failure and had about 2 million units. But they're not that bad and kept the franchise alive on portable platforms. The handheld games from 2001 and 2005, I'm not a fan of this, honestly. The Legend of Spyro trilogy. The Legend of Spyro trilogy from 2006 to 2008 combined all of the games. All of those games sold about 2.5 million units combined. The Spyro games from 2006 to 2008. They were loved for their dark story but had mixed reviews and average sales. Now Skylanders Ripto's Adventure, which was actually a different one. No single data, massive. It's a massive. They had a massive number of units, but there is not a single data. It's unknown till now. So the last game, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, the most successful, had about 11+ million. Mega hit, proved massive modern demand and green lit Spyro Realm Beyond. Now, script break down the success of each era. Now, Era 1, the Golden Age, the Insomniac PS1 era, the original breakout. When Spyro the Dragon 1998 launched, yearly sales were actually a bit slow. However, the 1998 holiday season caused sales to skyrocket. It went on to sell over 5 million copies, saving Insomniac Games after their previous shooter game failed. Holding the throne, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage 3.45 million and Year of the Dragon 3.28 million. maintained incredibly high sales. By the end of this trilogy, the franchise had sold over 11 million units on the PS1 alone, making Spyro a multi-million dollar global brand. Era 2, The Dark Ages, The Decline. The glitchy disaster. Universal Interactive moved the franchise away from Insomniac Games, the first next-gen game on PS2. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly was rushed for the holidays. It suffered from awful frame rates and bugs. While it still sold roughly 1 million copies due to brand name recognition, it severely damaged fan trust. Fading away. Spyro, A Hero's Tale tried to fix the formula in 2004, but the platformer market was shifting. Sales dropped hard, barely reaching 500,000 copies on consoles. Era 3, the cinematic reboot, and the toy juggernaut. The Cult Trilogy. The Legend of Spyro reboot trilogy was highly praised by fans for hiring Hollywood voice actors like Elijah Wood and Gary Oldman. Commercially, it was a moderate success, bringing in steady sales but never reaching the 3 to 5 million unit heights of the 90s. The billion-dollar pivot. In 2001, Activision changed the gaming world with Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Spyro was used as the flagship character to launch a brand new Toys to Life genre. The game was an unbelievable financial monster, launching a franchise that generated over $3 billion in total revenue. However, Spyro was eventually sidelined as the game introduced dozens of original toy characters. Era 4, and the final thing for today's video, the Great Revival. Hear from the developers at Toys for Bob about how they brought the original games back to life for modern audiences. The 11 million masterpiece. After years of fan demand, Toys for Bob developed the Spyro Ignited trilogy in 2018. It was a massive critical and commercial masterpiece, officially crossing 11 million copies sold. The ultimate payoff. Studio head Polian revealed that the massive success of Ignited trilogy was the exact data used to convince Xbox executives to greenlight the upcoming next-gen project Spyro A Realm Beyond. Not only that, but a lot of games that Toys for Bob promised coming soon, whether Spyro games or Crash games. And for Crash Bandicoot, I've got a 30th anniversary hint that I talked about, that Crash Bandicoot hinted in a reel. Check it out, it's a pretty important video that you have to check out, and I'll leave the video in the link. I'll leave the link of the video down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. It was a pretty good and fun video, and I'm sure it's a fun video that I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any negative opinions about this video or want to recommend me to fix some different things in long stories especially, tell me down in the comments below so I can fix these things. And that's all for today's long story about Spyro. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.